Hi guys, welcome back to a quick card pull. This is on Sunday, March 15th, 2025. 333 has been like something significant coming out a lot lately, so that may resonate with you. They're also showing like bluebirds, so this could be the northern bluebird and has the orange chest coat. So it looks like a robin, but it's blue and orange. So still the orange chest, but instead of being the brown color we're traditionally used to, it's a blue color. But they're showing like bluebirds, like blue jays. So blue jays may be significant for you. So we have the number 8. So the reason I'm saying transition is because it's like strength transitions to temperance, which gains their wings. But I feel like it may feel like you're going up against a bull. I feel like you're both stubborn, but I feel like this is just like take it on to a new level. You know, with the stubbornness, I feel like it's to prove a point or prove their monarchy, their monarchy of the family, just to prove a point, like basically that you're nothing without them, kind of thing. This is I'm getting a strong female energy here, so it's just like ticked off that you're standing on your own. So manipulation, and they're going to basically try to pull the rug from underneath your feet purposely to see you fall, but you don't fall. You may like lose your footing and your knees breaks your fall, your left knee breaks your fall, or you don't fall at all. You know what I mean? It's like you know how people, it's like kind of like the Fool card, trusting in Yahweh, Yeshua, Divine Creator, Gaia, Mother Earth, and it's just like they want to see you trip, fall in your face, but it doesn't happen. When you tell them you're struggling, they get really happy about it because they want to see you struggle, right? But the number 8, you are going to succeed. Before this even plan came into fruition or it even came on your radar, it's like Yahweh, Yeshua, Divine Creator, Gaia, Mother Earth has already come up with a plan. April 1st may be something significant. It's not an April Fool's joke. This is reality. This could be yourself, but I love the fact that the crown chakra being highlighted on this. But I have a painter in my life, you know what I mean? So they're painting out on display, and I'm like, I've always told them that, like, the more eyes that you get on this, like, the more you're going to flourish, or more your confidence will gain up. So I could be in that, but I love the green chakra, you know what I mean? So it's like heart chakra, but collaborations of 3, or again, 3 is maybe significant. I feel like that will turn into 444 or 4 for you. I feel like it's been 3 for a while, but now it's turning to 4. So someone may be coming into your life like that. I was just watching Sex and the City, the first movie they did, and how Samantha was able to be there for Carrie at the honeymoon, and she's feeding her and stuff like that. It's like, you know what I mean? Kind of admiring what she's capable of. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of people look down on her because she's a single woman and she's not married and da-da-da-da-da. But it's like, you know what? She, like Carrie was saying, she's a mastermind. Her and Miranda, they could rule the world. You know what I mean? So it could be in that way. It's either a new girlfriend coming into your life. Take it whatever way that may be, like an actual girlfriend. But I feel like a really close friend. I don't know why this just came up, but it's like a certain knock. That may be significant to you. That's how someone knocks and you know it's them. There's like a symbol. You know what I mean? So maybe knocking is symbolic if like something for you, or that specific knock is someone's knock that you know of a loved one or something like that. So it's just like, that just came in, like that knock. So I'm just like, okay. You know, there's certain things like with myself, you know, when I see CN trains or bridges or transport trucks, I think of my dad. So I feel like significant symbols. So this could be of a past loved one. So when someone knocks like that, it's like, oh my gosh, that's a knock of someone I know. Like that, just anytime you hear that knock, it makes you think of that person. But temperance, the lotus flowers, peace, a time of peace, a time of rest, rejuvenation, multiple blessings, big ones, small ones, like in so many different ways. You know what I mean? It's just like blessing after blessing, like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I love, like, she looks like Gaia, especially with her green hair. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone getting offended. I don't know why. It's part of the anatomy. But anyway. but it could be like the sign of spring. Spring starts on the 19th in North America. But I feel like showering in a like water. Like I know we would go not skinny dipping, but we would go swimming at night, and especially we would go into like certain areas, but the ocean. Oh, a little slip there, but that could be significant there. Baptism. It is coming up to baptism and communion. I love the fact with the strength card when they're talking about the struggle. You know what I mean? It could be an internal struggle as well, but I don't feel like it's an internal struggle. I feel like maybe them it's an internal struggle. It's like the fact that they no longer hold power. And it's like, why would you have to hold power? You know what I mean? The whole point of parenthood and, you know what I mean, is to see your children fly, is to see your children be a million times. And I feel like a lot of us, especially those that are coming up that are 80s babies, maybe early 90s babies, it's like, you know, it's very different, the parenting style. Whereas we're not rushing the kids out the door. We're not, you know what I mean? It's like we're guiding them, we're protecting them. Some people were lucky enough to have those kind of parents that are protective and, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you know, instead of passing on toxic traits, you're passing on, you're the breaker of chains. You're the buck stops here. You know what I mean? It could be like this. It's like, oh, you parent very different than I do, or the very parent, and it's like, did you even parent? You know what I mean? But it's like you're in charge of where you're guiding through. I love like the sunflowers, like kind of like a beacon guiding you. You know what I mean? And that's what I felt like. It's like looking up to the sky and, you know, just like, you know, divine creator Gaia, Mother Earth. It's like, you know, I know you got this. I know you have my back. You know, trust and faith to pull you forward, to get you to where you need to be headed to. Victor, where it's all about forward promotion, like the yin and yang. I feel like very much with the brown horse contentment. You know what I mean? If you watch Katie Van Sleet, it's like it reminds me of her minis. Gretchen or Janice. Funny enough, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and I feel like, you know what I mean? Very Snow White, evil queen, stepmother energy, where it's just like, we'll stop at nothing to bring her down, you know, but it's like, again, where everybody is protecting her, you know what I mean? And she's, you know what I mean? Until the huntsman tells her what the actual plan is, she had no idea, you know what I mean? Like, she knew she was treated differently, but didn't they made the most of it, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's where this pisses off a lot of people, is that a situation happened. They wanted you to fall. They wanted you to falter. They thought that this was their comeuppings or a free meal ticket or something like that. And it's just like their plans didn't work out where they thought. That's why I get that energy where they're trying to, you know what I mean? They're trying to push you back. They're trying to, you know what I mean? How dare you get out? How dare, like kind of like the Guardian in the Gate, the energy oracle cards, where it's not so much where you are looking outside to see what it holds, but and you're holding yourself back. But I feel like it's like someone's trying to keep you boxed in, because it's like if you go outside that box, it's just like that's it. You know what I mean? And it's like that's what they've been trying to prevent. They've been trying to prevent you going outside of that, because like they can't manipulate your energy no more, and they know that for a while. They know they can dip and dab and what, you know what I mean? Jib and jab. You know what I mean? Shots fired. They take shots. And they think it bothers you, but it doesn't. Because you've learned. It's like, this is who you are. You're never going to change. High Priestess, we're in the waning crescent. I have to check when the new moon is, because we've been having storms. So I haven't been seeing the moon lately where the cycle it's in. I'll check out AstroSeek. It's a great app if you want to use it, or you could go on the website, astroseek.com. They have the moon cycles, tarot. They have a bunch of stuff on there. Very knowledgeable. I've been using them for years. 444, we mentioned that earlier. So the High Priestess, and it's just like sitting patiently. I love the flowers. It's like you're receiving your flowers. There's the yin and yang I was looking for. But it's like being patient as knowledge comes to you. This could be you. They're saying in Asaki records, which is pretty crazy, because I always thought it was like this, kind of like when you read the Proverbs or something in the Bible or Torah or any spiritual book, and it's just like you get that knowledge, but it's like energy and a knowledge and emotions and feelings and going into your wheelhouses of gifts, or awakening those gifts, going on a deeper level. So I feel like this is just you brushing up on those things. Like, I know with myself, with the coins I used to pull from, I have to find my binder and go through it again, get familiar with it, probably start dabbling with that again. But I feel like in that situation, it's like you'll hear more knockings of that. They're trying to pull, you know what I mean? They're trying to be the puppeteers. They're trying to pull, you're their marionette. They're trying to, this last pull, this, last ditch effort of control. Kind of like this. They want to bring you to the, oh, yes, 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 whatever you say. And it's like, even though you do a lot for them, they want more. So a change and transformation. What did I tell you guys? The Hierophant. You know what I mean? This is going before the pulpit. This is, marriage. But here it's forgiveness. You know what I mean? We're heading like, what is it? 2 weeks? 2.5 weeks? Maybe 2 weeks and 3. So like what? Maybe 17 days until Easter. Ash Wednesday. So Lent is done. I'm not sure if Ramadan is the same schedule until that time. But we're going to enter Passover. But again, it's just like asking forgiveness. You know what I mean? It's like, that was the whole, reason of the birth, the execution and resurrection of Jesus was for us, right? Not to get all, just in case. I don't want to offend anyone, because some people, that's not their belief system. That's fine. I'm not trying to push nothing on you. But this is what this person is trying to do, is make you fall to your knees. And it's just like how fragile and broken and all this is what they're trying to get to. But they don't realize that you put a hard coat over yourself, kind of like a beetle or any hard shelled creature or anything out there. It's like, yeah, you do have a soft inside, but you protect that. You know what I mean? You've been vulnerable before, and you've seen the results of how they treated you in that. So it's like, let them try to do their voodoo, juju, whatever nonsense. You know what I mean? Because you have a higher protection, divine creator, Gaia, Mother Earth. You've set things in place. So even though they think they could try, but they're not going to be successful. 1212 was on the timer. I feel like something's coming in here that's going to be very freeing. So it could be someone that gives you freedom in some sort of way, where this person's trying to manipulate you. It's like that someone comes in and it's like, you know what I mean? We got 10 of Pentacles here. So this could, a lot of us have been single for a while, and it's because we needed to, we did it properly. We did the healing. This is an absolute yes. Look, enjoying the fruits of their labors. You know what I mean? Where the grapes, remember, if you've been following the videos, the last week we kept on getting like significant grapes. One wasn't, the Everyday Tarot wasn't as significant, or was it the other way around? I know one of them, Everyday Tarot and another tarot deck, they kept showing grapes. And I was just like, see, they keep showing grapes, harvest. And they've turned the grapes into wine. And you could preserve grapes. You can preserve the wine. It can last for, some, depending on how you done it. Some of it can last for years. Positive confirmation of this is the Knight of Wands, 3 of Wands, spirit protecting you, ship coming in. But I feel like this is what they're saying here. Things are about to switch. I kept getting May. I know we're a ways out from May, but 3 weeks time, so maybe like an introduction is what they're saying. We'll end it on the Queen of Wands, following your intuition. You know what I mean? It's just like, exactly like I said. They try to push you, don't react to it. React at home. That's what they're looking for, is a reaction. That's what they feed off of. The more that you starve that kind of energy, the less and less power they have over you. Yeah, it affects you, but you're not going to show it to them. It's like, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction, the gratification that what you did, you know what I mean? It's like the thing is that they don't realize with the Chariot, you're determined. So it's like, you give me a problem, I will figure out a solution. I will ask, in my case, Yahweh, Yeshua, Divine Creator, Gaia, Mother Earth. I will ask them for a solution for this. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's why they're saying 3 weeks time. It's like, they'll present, oh, this is my plan, because someone else is, kind of feeding it. I have this in my part of my family. One feeds the evil one a bunch of stuff, and then they projectily vomit all over the place, and it's like, that's okay. You did this before. This is what they were preparing for. And it's like, that's okay. For a period of time, they think it's going to affect you in a negative way, but you find a way. That's okay. And it's like they're the ones that end up losing out, you know? And it's not, you're not trying to punish them or anything. Do not let people's disgusting actions manipulate who you are. That's what they want. They want you to change your heart. They want you to change how you are to the world. You know what I mean? Like I said, whomever you believe in, even if it's your higher self, they already saw this coming down the pipeline. They are like, I was watching Robbie today, and it's exactly what he said. He's like, they've already sat there. Yahweh's already sat there and come up with 3, 4, 5, 7, 6 solutions, because they know who you are, and they know what you're trying to achieve, and they know what you're trying to accomplish. And yet again, this is universe showing you this is who this person is. You don't have to react. You don't have to change who you are. You don't have to do anything. They're just showing you yet again, this is who they are. The art of manipulation is what they literally just said. So you keep on loving yourself. You keep on growing. This is what this whole era of February Lunar New Year to the next Lunar New Year is all about. Is major change of transformation that propels you forward, that builds up your confidence and gets you where you never even imagined you'd be. And the more energy you put into it, the more motion you're going to see into it, and you're going to see your life expand and change, and more loving people that are supposed to come in your life that will add, accentuate, or bring in a new skill or new knowledge. Talking about the Asahi records, right? So it could be people that help you to get to that point, that assist you, that, you know what I mean? That to get to that point. So if this person thinks they could tear you down, they'll send the legion of angels to protect you. That's all you just protect your energy. That's all you got to do. Call your power back to you. Don't wish no ill on them. All the best. All salute, and move forward. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next card pull.